Correct that it don't mean I'm prejudiced. I ain't racist because my race is dominant. Just like them people think their race is dominant.
Right, right.
So prejudice, I don't
being prejudiced or being a bigot is
something different.
That's ignorance. Because that's like you don't want to give a man a bowl of food because he's a white person.
Yeah.
You know, no. I mean, if somebody's hungry, if a human being or any being on this planet, even if it's an animal that needs food, you tend to it.
Yeah, that's pro-righteous.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't walk around saying you're not pro-black and you saying the white man's the devil and you going.
It's crazy.
How can you not be pro if you say I am God?
Right.
You got to be at least pro you.
I'm the supreme God.
Yeah, supreme
means overall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, God, at the end of the day, I look at it like,
man, you're not pro at being God.
It's like, yo, it's like I began telling you when I came over, man, yo, it's getting real spooky out here, Lord. It's getting spooky because Allah is Rabbil Alameen, the Lord of all the world.
Yeah, God.
But we see on the lowest levels of sin and wickedness and debauchery and filth, we see the devil or this beast is making himself manifest. I'm saying a beast because we got the white devils and we got the black devils.
Yeah, they coming out.
You know, when you look at this young Pharaoh clown who keeps saying Elijah Muhammad had teenage girls, Elijah Muhammad had teenage girls. He didn't show not one receipt. Yeah. He didn't show not one birth certificate in his documentary.
This dude keeps showing the same clips that he chopped up about Malcolm.
I sent him a message and said, show me where those girls were teenagers. Yeah. Because if they weren't teenagers, you need to stop saying that.
This pseudoscience.
Because that's disrespectful to me.
He do all this pseudoscience.
Yeah.
But and hold up. Let me clear this up again. If Pharaoh is saying that, if it interferes the hell out of me, because I'm going to tell you why. And it should offend any God in the nation. Exactly. Because that's where our lessons come from.
That's the rule.
So he's saying that about the author of our lessons, with no proof, no receipts. He's just a little bitch nigga walking around here with no information. He's worse than these females.
Yeah.
That don't like their baby daddy.
Right.
Oh, he's this, he's that.
Yeah.
Why? Where did you get it from?
Yeah.
You don't do no investigation.
See,
where did this come from? Because Malcolm said it?
Right, because
who makes Malcolm right?
Students of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we understand that Malcolm was a liar and W.D. Muhammad was a liar. Malcolm was a hypocrite and W.D. Muhammad was a hypocrite. We can say that. Minister Farrakhan, he may have deviated from the messenger at one time in his life because he was following W.D. Muhammad, his son. But then he quickly realized after 2-3 years, this nigga's teaching something else. He's not teaching the black man is God.
True indeed.
He's teaching something else.
The Arab man is
I'm going to go and rebuild the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he did that and he is successful.
Yeah.
Minister Farrakhan, ever since the father in the 1960s, no older person has been able to have such a hold on the youth the way the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan does today. Nobody since the father back in the 60s.
They asked, remember, so I never asked the guards, he said, do you think we're going to get the youth back, get more the popularity back that we had when the father was around and when the nation first started, when he was going to school and the guards were building on every block? Let me be real. No. Why not? It's a different day and time. The guards still quoting degrees and not evolving from the degree. And I ain't saying leave the degrees. I'm saying show me how you gonna evolve with the degree. Show me how it's relative in 2020. Don't sit there and say, oh, the father said this. Or the father said, yeah, all right. If the father said that, now what? Because if the father slapped y'all in the face right now, if he say, damn, I gave y'all this wave in the 60s. I've been gone since the 60s. Y'all still on this? Y'all still standing around this same block? Y'all don't have no other schools? Y'all don't have a skyscraper? Y'all don't have nothing? Y'all have what I left you with. Y'all ain't doing never this economic thing I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to stay here. I wasn't trying to stay in Harlem on this same block and this school look the same. Fuck the street name. Let's own the street.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle owned his whole section.
Yeah.
And you niggas just own one thing because I did in the 60s? Mm-hmm. But you telling me about some lessons? How, why are anybody going to follow you? Mm. That shit ain't popular right now.
Yeah. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the beast is on every level. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to deceive the righteous. And we got to be mindful of that, you know, because when we look at the young pharaohs and we look at them as young people or young, you know, men in the conscious community, look at how they're propagating falsehood with no receipts, and people are just gobbling it up. Exactly. The same thing, even on a higher level of understanding, you look at, and when I say a higher level of understanding, I'm talking about now individuals with some sort of intellect. You look at the Eric Muhammads, and they're doing the same thing. They're bashing Minister Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, but it's on a higher level.
Exactly. But do me a favor. Since Pharaoh keep talking about it, then everybody all his followers hitting the button, the like button, and all this other stuff, making me, do me a favor, man. Find some receipts first. Right? Find the receipts.
Said,
then I'm gonna give you something else. I'm gonna give you
always got receipts.
No, you don't.
That's what he said.
Tell me why would Malcolm X want to get back in the Nation of Islam? Why did he write all these letters trying to get back in the Nation of Islam?
He don't never talk about that. That's what I'm saying, God. He don't never. And that's why it's devilishment, because you just telling half the story, but you're not telling the whole story.
Yeah. If the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was so bad, why was Malcolm X trying to get back in the Nation of Islam after he spread it to rumor?
Not only that, but if the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a pedophile, why are you leaving his form of Islam to go to another form of Islam where the Prophet had wives that were younger than teenagers?
Yeah, I seen old boy make that video bad.
9 years old. So I mean, so there's so many things that young Pharaoh was not touching on, but this is Malcolm X's revenge. What are you revenging? You're not avenging anyone.
No, you're not. You sound like a fool. You ain't even been with nobody who was under the tutelage of Malcolm X. You never talked to anybody in Malcolm X family. You never been in the tutelage. You never did anything. How you going to revenge somebody with no receipts? You know, only thing you got is the same movie clips, the same YouTube clips that we all have.
That's it.
Matter of fact, you got even less than that. I got all Malcolm X speeches. The ballad and the bullet, everything else. You have no, and let me clarify something about
he never played that clip too where Malcolm said, I'm going to stop saying, he was talking to Sister Betty on the phone. I'm going to stop saying it was the Nation of Islam, and, you know, because the things that have been happening to me, you know,
I know how they.
I taught them. I know what they can and can't do, or at least some of the things they can and can't do. Some of the things that's been happening to me the last few days. I'm gonna stop saying it was the Nation of Islam. He don't play stuff that.
Let me go. Let me clear stuff for the whole audience and for everybody who's liking this stuff. Everybody who's talking about pro Malcolm and everything else. Love Malcolm, love what he did, but let's be honest. I'm gonna show you what Malcolm lied at. Malcolm, why y'all don't do the research? Malcolm went to Mecca twice. The first time in 1958, 59, as the emissary for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad when he was in the nation. The second time when he got put out the nation. The first time Malcolm went, and this is fact, the first time he went and he seen the racism that was going on in Mecca, he said, in Arabia, he said that if this was America, these people over here would be Jim Crow. But now you go over there the second time and you say, oh, I seen white Muslims. I seen all different kinds of Muslims. And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said it couldn't be white Muslims in Mecca. No, the first time you went, you had a whole nother aspect of Islam and the way these black people were being treated in Arabia. So don't get it twisted and be like, with Alex Haley, which you need to do the research on Alex Haley and who he truly was and who he worked for. Alex Haley put the second time Malcolm X went to Mecca. He didn't put both times when Malcolm was in the Nation of Islam. Even Khalid Muhammad was talking about his experience when he went to Mecca several times. And he said, I didn't see the same Mecca that Malcolm seen. I seen nothing but racism.
Exactly.
So get off the bullshit talking about, oh, Malcolm said it was white Muslims, blonde hair, blue eyes, and all that. Because Malcolm changed his way of thinking when he went back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it wasn't never about 3-4 years later. 3 years later he went back.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's so many things, you know, and like I said, there's no receipt.
But this stuff you can look up.
You do a whole, what is it, 2 hours, I think, 2.5 hours documentary. He's just sitting there.
This stuff you can look up.
It's no, you know, no receipts.
Yeah.
Nothing
But
to
you
show.
the main one talking about, look it up, look this up. Why you ain't doing no research?
Nothing.
Why you ain't doing it?
Nothing.
Why you can't go look and see that the most humble Elijah Muhammad's wives got on stage and said they're talking about how good the man was and do the research that the babies was born in 1960 and all of them, the youngest one was 22 years old at the time.
Yeah, 23. Mother time.
Yeah, 23 years old at the time.
I mean, some of those females
the oldest
in
one
their
was
30s.
the oldest one was 31.
31. Yeah.
Why you can't do the same thing, the same information, the same time? Draw this up.
They harp on Malcolm's lie or W.D. Muhammad's lie, whoever it came from. I'm just saying it like that because, well, really Malcolm, because Malcolm went before the press and said it and put it out before the world and said Elijah Muhammad had extramarital affairs with teenage girls. So that's what enraged all of the brothers in the nation at Malcolm. And if I was alive back then, I would have wanted to fucking knock Malcolm's head off.
Me too.
Myself.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to say that?
Lying.
And it's a lie. You know those girls aren't teenagers.
Yeah.
And then you're going to leave our Islam and go over there where the Prophet did have teenagers and wives even younger than teenagers.
True indeed.
But then Brother Eric Muhammad, or I'm going to just say Eric Muhammad, not brother, Eric Muhammad, he says that Minister Ishmael and Brother Rasul, those aren't even Elijah Muhammad's children.
Another false accusation. Well, no.
You know, and with no receipts.
Yeah.
This is someone of a higher caliber now in terms of intellect and knowing what's going on in the Nation of Islam. But yet you come out and you know, and like I said, just on that point too, where we was discussing about the teenage thing, I didn't even really hear him like, no, he wasn't no teenager or whatever. It's like, I just felt that he could have defended that a little bit more to drive that point home that no, Elijah Muhammad didn't have teenage girls. You know what I'm saying? But he says that they weren't even his wives. But the women came before the world. Minister Farrakhan brought them out before the world. Malcolm X 28 years later. And they said, yeah, they were his wives. Yeah. And Minister Ishmael, Brother Rasul.
You can look it up.
So that's what I'm saying. People are saying things
they said it on
with
camera.
no receipts nowadays.
They said it on camera.
With no receipts.
How can I find this information out? You in the nation and you can't find it.
You can't. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. How can
this pseudoscience little pharaoh make the quote unquote? This ain't. I wouldn't say it's a documentary.
It's
I don't even know why
really
say
not.
that shit.
It's
that
really
shit
not.
is crazy. That's a documentary.
It's really not.
This man sitting in the damn room on camera, like we're doing right now. A documentary. And you got some clips of a man talking the same goddamn clips that they've been showing since 60. You don't got no paperwork, no nothing, and y'all liking this same shit he been showing? Is y'all serious?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I'm not impressed.
And the thing is, I want to see how Eric Muhammad, I want to see how his followers kind of go up now since he's been on Silent TV now and exposed more to the conscious community. Because a lot of times, again, when he's giving his little sermons or whatever, ain't nobody there.
Yeah, about 30.
Hey, go, brother, go to talk black to me. He want to be Malcolm so bad. I mean, Khalid Muhammad, he want to be Khalid Muhammad so bad. You know, a little Khalid mini-me.
Yeah,
hold on. Man. So, I mean, at the end of the day, God, it's like, it's on the highest levels.
Why we talking about Brother Khalid? Brother Khalid was trying to get back in the Nation of Islam too. He
never said Elijah Muhammad was no pedophile. He didn't have no teenage girls.
Never said it.
He didn't say none of that.
Never said it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, God, this
matter of fact, he went against Malcolm for saying it.
Yeah, exactly. So, exactly.
And then he showed what John Henry. No, he showed what Dr. Sabi. You see the interview Pharaoh did with Dr. Sabi. Supposedly went to said he went to Farrakhan, Oprah, and all that. None of the black people in the black community want to help. And he said because he was it was called how Farrakhan clout chase Nipsey Hussle funeral.
Oh, I think I.
But just think about this.
I seen that title.
For one, he was asked to go to Nipsey's funeral.
Yeah,
for one.
yeah.
For two,
he was invited. Yeah.
For two, Dr. Sebi was in the Nation of Islam, dumbass.
Yeah.
He was a fruit of Islam. He was an FOI bodyguard.
Yeah, exactly.
And for three, just because this man over here, this is like if Daysun came and said, hey man, I found the cure to obesity. I might listen, but I might not agree with it. I might be like, I'm gonna kind of stay away from that, brother. We good. We still brothers.
Right.
Don't, because I don't support it don't mean, hey man, I ain't trying to help the black community. I just don't see his vision.
Right. The majority of the views of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad say Dr. Sebi was in agreement with. The majority, not everything, no. He had some disagreements with Elijah Muhammad.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly.
But the majority of what Elijah Muhammad was doing, Dr. Sebi will tell you, you know what I'm saying? If he was here today, he would tell you he was in agreement with that.
Because the thing is, just because Farrakhan didn't see his vision, don't mean he want to do nothing for the black community, because he did more for the black community than Sebi. Dumbass. He did way more than Sebi. Sebi